Hello,
Hi.
and welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about OWN Network's reality-based TV series, Put a Ring on It, Season 3, Episode number 10. We're winding it on down.
And we're going to be discussing Ken and Shorty. And it was on and popping, and it was ugly.
It was real ugly.
But before we get into it, please like, share, subscribe to our channel. Please share our channel as well as click that notification button so you can know when we post new videos. We appreciate you for that.
Yeah, and definitely we want feedback on this one in particular.
Send your comments because this one was hot, it was ugly, and here we go.
Went left, way left, real quick.
The group met at Dr. Nicole's office, and she advised them that they can either go out on dates or concentrate on their significant other.
Right.
Both Shorty and Kenneth decided that they're going to work on their relationship. That was good to know.
Yeah, Shorty said that in her confessional at the beginning of the episode, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. She said she kind of felt like she needed to, invest some time into her relationship, her man.
She would say that Kenneth is her man, and then she would say something like she doesn't like him a whole lot. The girls meet up at a dress boutique and tries on wedding dresses. Shorty said she did not know why she was there or trying on a wedding dress because she has never done it before. It just makes her know that she has an option of doing this in the future, and none of it included
Kenneth. Yeah, and it just
that was absent from the conversation.
It just seemed like she was going through the motions. She was not authentic in terms of really trying to get something out of that experience. And the reason why is because she had already made up in her mind, it seemed like to me, where she was with it, but wasn't necessarily feeling that to everybody.
Because she said, "Oh, that's my man," but then she would say something
to contradict that.
Really horrible about him, to drag him.
Exactly.
And they go to a yoga studio that specializes in intimacy.
Yeah, cuddling.
So one thing she said, she could barely hold Kenneth's hand, much less cuddle with him.
Yeah, and it just
and this is really contempt now coming out from Shorty.
Right. It didn't need to go there.
She just done the ugly, rank, foul, festering, oozing pus is now coming out.
Yeah, I don't think that that she would want anybody to see that part of her, on TV.
The instructor is telling them how to cuddle and asking them if they ever laid in each other's lap, that Kenneth could go ahead and lay in her lap.
Right.
And she starts asking Kenneth questions about how he is going to lead them. She wants him to be specific. In this instance, Kenneth did not have any kind of plan, any kind of situation that he saw for him and Shorty. There were a lot of quick edits. I could see them. So we don't know if that was done to make him look stupid
Right.
But so again, the producers have a heavy hand, because while he was talking, you could see her eyes flashing. She's looking at the people around her, meaning the crew. Seems like they had some really rough cuts in that particular portion of the program.
Let me just say that I think that what Shorty did in terms of the questions regarding the specifics about what the plan is for them moving forward, I think those were valid.
Absolutely.
I think those were valid, and I also think that Kenneth kind of squandered the opportunity to be specific, to say, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, and this is where I see us a year from now, 5 years from now, so that she has an understanding, at least to some degree, whether she agrees with it or not, of where he envisions them as a couple. And I just think that he wasted that opportunity. And at age, 36? 37. He should have been able to articulate that right then and there, especially having gone through the process. And Shorty had said to him, okay, I want to know what the plan is in prior episodes. So it's not like he was blindsided by it. It's not like he didn't know that this was coming. So for me, he wasted the opportunity, and he looked unsure and not really fully honest with her in terms of his responses to her. And as he admitted as such, basically in his confessionals, because
he said he didn't have a plan.
Exactly, he said he hadn't worked out all of the details regarding that.
He could have said to her, I think after 3 years, why is Shorty now asking this brother to articulate plans? Did she not practice any kind of self-care or awareness to know that the man she's dealing with does not have a plan for their future? Because if a woman is trying to hitch her wagons onto a man, she surely has to know what his plans are and where he wants to take them.
For sure. And I just think that she was lying to herself basically about that part of it, because somewhere deep inside, I believe, it's just my opinion, that she knew that he didn't.
Of course, she knew.
But that was okay for her at the time, and she kept,
right.
And she went along with it.
Kenneth's focus is on love, how he feels. He is emotionally attached to her.
Right.
He will emphasize that I love you, I love you, I love you, but there's a whole lot more
than just that
part of
Absolutely.
it. You gotta have a plan. And their issues are no one took the time to talk about their future, their plans, their goals. And if Shorty wants a leader, then why did she choose a man that did not step up to the plate?
Seemingly settling.
And if Shorty is a dominating personality, she's not going to allow any other man to run her. She's going to run it, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe that's why she likes younger men, so she can dominate them.
Or appear to be the adult in the room whenever things go sideways.
We then see them at their house, and they have an explosive argument. Shorty tells us that they had a conversation the night before.
Right.
And they talked about engagement, and she probably was clear about her intentions.
That she's not going down that road.
She's not going down that road with Kenneth. And Kenneth's been disrespected. Said for 6 weeks you have been dragging me, and I have not said anything about you. So that's how we found out they took 6 weeks to maybe do this stuff.
Right.
And she's sitting on the couch and she's letting him talk. And when she piped up, he said, no, I'm gonna talk. And he started calling her names.
Yeah, he just took it.
He was drinking beer.
Right.
Then he started drinking. It looked like some white liquor,
right.
vodka or whatever he was drinking, and he was really turned up.
Yeah, and he was also showing Shorty and the rest of us just how immature he really is.
But Kenneth comes across to me as a man who has never had another man show him how it's done.
Yeah, maybe so.
Fathers are gone, so they have to sort of put pieces together
sure.
to how to be a man.
Yeah, the manhood.
And nothing's wrong with that, but clearly we see witnessing a man being broken down to me, and the result of being dragged for 6 weeks by her
and not responding in the way that he could.
Right. So now everything comes out.
Yeah.
And that all that stuff is ugly and foul.
Yeah, and I was thinking as I was watching it, I was thinking it'd be interesting to know how he felt about it and looking at it in retrospect and on tape after the fact. Just doing a self-evaluation after having seen this, I don't think he can't feel good about the way that his representative showed up in that scenario. I can't.
No, and basically he said in his confessional that perhaps he's going to be calling her to try to come back. He doesn't know, because clearly he indicated that this has happened in the past. They had an upset. He left the house and he called and she allowed him back in the house.
Yeah, but that might be them falling back into a familiar pattern once they have a really bad disagreement. But I still think that component about how he must feel about that can't be good.
It's not good.
Yeah.
And then Shorty started to blame him for the 3-year relationship,
right.
as if she was not, she did not participate or had no power in
Right,
it.
she was just an observer to
She
it
was
all.
just an observer to it all, and she was led around by Kenneth,
Yeah.
which is not
Foolishness.
what
It's
happened.
foolish.
Clearly, they don't need to be together at this point. And I don't know if it was for dramatic effect, but Shorty was packing his stuff.
Yeah, it was just,
And putting it out in garbage bags, and Shorty did not have to do that stuff. It seemed she did not even leave this man with any kind of dignity. She said, the money I give you, you don't have to bring it back. It seemed like she did not even want to leave him with any kind of dignity.
Yeah, it was
and
just...
Shorty gotta know that stuff is coming back at her 100-fold.
The ugliness that came out of her in those scenarios, that confessional and as the time she was going through it, was not a good look for neither her nor a representative, and it was just bad.
When she started, don't put your foot on my couch that I bought, everything is money related. So my question is Shorty gonna be with Kenneth if she did not come into some money? We all have broken up with someone,
right,
but it doesn't have to get to that level.
Right.
I personally think, if you look back at the whole scheme of this, Shorty used Kenneth, and he used her.
Yeah.
Stuff was stirred up even more because the cameras are on.
Right.
But the level of hostility, the level of disrespect, Shorty, we witnessed Shorty giving towards Ken
and Kenneth and Kenneth giving back to her,
contemptuous stuff.
Yeah.
And the way Ken spoke to her, talking about her weak and cussing her and all that other stuff, that was bad.
Nope, but not a good look at all for either one of them or the representatives.
That was bad.
It was ugly.
I have no idea why next week we see Ken and Shorty at Dr. Nicole's. Makes no sense. After we witnessed such a horrible breakup, you really don't need to see them again sitting before Dr. Nicole to get what? If she needs to sit with them, she needs to do that privately or away from the camera.
Right.
Not in
if it's authentic, right.
Not in the group setting, because it's a wrap for them.
For the cameras, no.
As a man, it was ugly to see Kenneth act like that.
To stunt like that is not how he should carry it.
And Kenneth was angry and drunk, and he's a big man and she's a small woman. It just made you feel sort of like, okay, what's gonna unfold here?
Yeah, and some of the things that she was saying is just out of line, out of bounds. It just was.
So that's all we have. We wish them well individually, and we wish that Shorty and Ken become healthier people.
Absolutely. And that they take something constructive from this process, going through this process and moving forward, so that they don't repeat the same mistakes with other people going down the road.
Absolutely. God bless you guys. We thank you for hanging in with us. Pray peace on your household, peace in your body, peace in your mind, peace on your tongue, peace on your children, peace on your families, and those that you love. We pray their peace. They're going out and they're coming in. God bless you guys. Have a good one.
Absolutely. One more episode, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.